Okay, here we are in another episode of Facetube TV. I'm Tony.
I'm Kevin Craig.
I'm Stan O'Kane.
And we are here to share the lunacy with you
Share
today.
that lunacy. Right, guys?
Well, it works out the way we planned.
I think it's something we should share.
Let the sharing begin.
Yes,
I've been loony all day.
So what's going on in your lives, guys? Any exciting news?
We did discuss a little bit in our pre-production about the crazy baggage handler.
Right. How about that guy? He fell asleep on the job. Now, maybe he was waiting for another vehicle, little train dealy bob full of luggage to show up as he was done with the other. So he thought, I'm just going to shut my eyes and see what happens.
No, that's exactly what he did. And they took off, and 15 minutes later, they had to turn around and go back.
Yeah, he was beating on the floorboard or something like that.
He was screaming, Allah Akbar, something.
Oh no.
Well, that was probably what turned it around then.
Yeah, that would...
Well, he's probably saying, help, help. He's going, fuck this is not working.
Right, yeah.
Allah Akbar.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to take you down. Well, we've just completely isolated the Islamic
You know what? I'm
demographic.
okay with that.
I passed by a place, the Islamic Center, today on the way home from a meeting I had with a client, and I thought to myself, because that's my name.
Right, gotcha. Internal.
I said, I wonder if, because I saw a guy in the parking lot, and he totally looked like a terrorist, but I thought, has anybody ever stopped here and said, hey, fuck you guys, and thrown a brick or whatever, you know? Because they're probably, you know, it's...
You know there's some.
There's some, but there's plenty of good people.
There really are. There really are.
And Islam really has little to do with it. It's about radicalism.
Yeah, true.
I think
True, but I mean, they get you pumped up. They start blowing your shit up and killing your friends, you know, and you can't help it. I mean, just like that image, the image of you just now. Had you folks seen what Tony just displayed?
We'll have cameras
It was
soon.
horrific.
Well, it was horrific. He has a knife, and he put it to his throat, and he, yeah.
Fortunately, he did not drag it across the windpipe.
No, that's good. Always good.
So we still have Tony. Thank God.
Anyway, so this guy in the cargo hold, I wonder if he'll get a raise.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll buy him a bed.
Or give him less overtime.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, let's hope for it.
Well, I was just thinking, if you ever want to go to sleep someplace, probably not on a plane that's going to take off in 5 minutes.
Right.
It's not a really good idea.
Where was the plane going? Anybody know?
Well, it was Alaska.
Coming out of Seattle?
Seattle going to Tacoma, I think.
Oh.
I don't know.
No. SeaTac Airport is
It's
Seattle,
Tacoma.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, well then, okay.
So,
all right.
I mean, if that's where they were going, they were just like down the road a ways.
That's a quick flight.
Yeah, make a left at the water tower.
Yeah.
You know?
They just drive down to the other end of the runway.
Hell, he could have gone on that.
Okay, we're there.
He could have gone on that train with all the luggage.
Right. It would have beat the plane.
Yeah. So this just in. Stupid people are everywhere. That's a headline, by the way.
Right. And I have a list right now.
Do you? I have a mental list.
Who's at the top of it?
I'm not going to say.
You.
No one in this room.
That was
No one in this room. We're the smartest people on the planet, and if any of you listening to this podcast had half amount of sense, you would vote us into office tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow.
Yes, even though the election isn't tomorrow, you guys can get a jump on this.
Right.
Get down there. Get your bicycle, your unicycle, your trike, whatever it takes.
Or
down
walk.
there.
Skates.
Absentee votes there.
Heck, you should go skating with
Send 'em
Satan.
in. Yeah, we should be voted in. I think the world would be a better place if we were voted into office. Any office. Dog catcher.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah, H&R Block even.
Well, it all starts with local government.
Loco government.
Well, yeah, it all gets weird. We try not to talk about politics on
my
this show. We've asked
But it's
ourselves.
tough.
It's tough not to talk about politics
is.
because we do care about our cities and our states. And
Oh,
our country.
man, you got to see this.
Tony has run across something humorous.
I know.
I'm not going to forget what you were talking
I
about.
know,
just now.
but no, Tony will.
He's kind of
Stay on your topic, and while you're watching, try to keep a straight face.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Oh, this is great.
topic.
Did you know this isn't actually audio?
We'll have to paint the picture because we don't have cameras
Right.
yet.
So here's the deal. Tony's got his laptop open, and he's trying to show us a video, but he can't seem to get the mouse over to the start
So he
area.
just stopped. He just stopped everything
like
in
writing
his
your
track.
name
The entire
upside down.
program is shut down.
Because Tony wants to show us something that's probably not that funny anyway. But we'll.
Oh, I saw this.
Tell
I
me
saw
this is not funny.
Who is it?
This is
Funny.
almost as good as this drummer's at the wrong gig.
Who is it?
some cheesy band.
Oh,
The guy chucks a guitar over his
What did he
shoulder.
do?
He was trying to do that 80s guitar spin thing,
oh, really?
but apparently he didn't have strap locks. So he's got
The
this.
way he turns around and looks at what happened.
I thought he threw it down.
No, look, watch it again. Just touch it with your finger.
You could really hurt
yeah.
somebody with that.
You could,
That's
but
like
no. Watch
throwing
him. Watch him. Right here.
I can see what he's doing. He's
Watch. It's just an ESP, so it probably cost him $3.99. See you later, Carl.
Well, here's your first clue right here.
what is it?
The carven stack.
Yeah, right. Right.
Sorry,
Tone
Carven.
God.
That'll make anybody. fling
Sorry,
a guitar.
Carven.
Carvin makes some great stuff, but
They do now.
not that.
Yeah.
Actually, they're little. What those tweed amps? What is that? What is the name of that?
Well, that
line?
actually was pretty funny.
It was.
Steve Vias, the
The guy who threw it around, but you have to grease up your thingy.
No, but I'm talking about they have like a blues amp. The
Carbon.
I don't know. I'm pretty much deal with their pro audio department. That's it. So, and
anyway,
they've come a long way.
I can't think of the name of the amp, but you don't care anyway, so it's nice. Though,
So,
believe it or not.
We have to say that he got a new car,
Thank you. Yes, I did,
and you're very proud of it, and you should be.
I
we
should
don't.
say-
we
I
don't
should say
mean new
we.
to Kevin. We mean first time. This is a virgin car.
We actually got it, my wife and I, and I'm the primary driver because I drive the farthest. She commutes very, very short distance from home to work, and I commute quite a length. So, anyway, yeah, new car. And in any couple situation, there's going to be discussion of should we, shouldn't we, maybe no, we should, no, we shouldn't for this reason, and so we went through that a little bit.
Well,
it's out there now. So
But that's what politics are. In a small microcosm, that's what politics are. We only have so much money. What are we going to spend it on? That's
Put a little bit here, a little
That's
bit
where
there.
America's at right now. It's that simple.
right, we're only so far in debt. How much deeper can we get?
Yeah. Well, if you're in a hole, quit digging.
Yeah.
Well, here's where I side with guys like Ron, who hopefully has passed on most of this to his son, Rand.
Oh, I thought you were saying you hope he died. Hope he passed on.
No. What I mean is,
We don't wish bad
when we
will on
decide
anybody.
how we're going to spend money, we're deciding how we're going to spend money that's coming off of a copier machine.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, it's not backed up by anything.
That's not a good place to be.
No.
So what do we do now?
The thing that angers me, and there's a long list, I know, but I'm going to start with the fact that we work so hard and we pay so much of our money, the money that we earn, has to go in for taxes, and they do what they want with it, not what we want. I want it reinvested in my homeland. I want potholes filled. I want our infrastructure fixed. I want our school systems to be, better. I want our kids to have a reason to get up in the morning and go to school and something to look forward to. Whereas right now it is the exact opposite, and that pisses me off.
If this is a land of opportunity, why do we have hungry, poor children in this country?
Good question. Why do we, so say, you should join, serve your country. It's an honor. It's a privilege, and blah blah blah, in the military, and we are. But then,
by the way, you're going to be on food stamps.
Yeah, you come back and they don't do anything for you. They throw you out in the streets. There's homeless vets out there all over the place with popsicle sticks in their butts. And I don't know what that had to do with anything.
But it was a visual.
It is kind of like a hot vet on a stick.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some popsicle sticks.
Well, I think what we're trying to say is that we're giving our money to people who are not spending it the way we want them to. Now, that doesn't mean they're spending it wrong. It just means we don't like the way they're doing it.
I think they're spending it wrong.
I absolutely think the same thing, but I guess I have to be the voice of reason.
Okay, what about the lottery? The California State Lottery. It was
That
all
was supposed to help
I
the
know,
schools.
supposed to
Yeah,
benefit
whatever
the
happened to
schools.
that one?
That is currently falling out the back end of a well-fed bull.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, I'm lucky to make $50 a night. But these people are tripping over money. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about the disparity. I
And
mean,
they're the ones that want to hold back the minimum wage. And
well,
you
I
know,
don't mind. I'm not going to make minimum wage
I'm not- I'm
anyway.
just saying.
I don't work that way. I work for
Yeah.
myself. But my point is that there's just so many goofy, stupid people just tripping over bags of money, and somehow I must be
Michelle
wishing.
Bachman.
I got to tell you, I must be wishing on somebody else's star because I don't know how these people could just have so much excess cash at their disposal, and I can barely make
Right.
a buck. Maybe I just went to the wrong school.
I think it's because you are an honest man.
Ah, thank you.
And that concept no longer functions. It no longer works here.
Yeah, you really have to run after that crazy train, don't you?
You
If
know?
you want to make that money, especially in your politics.
Right.
You're just sitting there, and the money's you're just printing the money.
You know, and they demand so much of what you make. You know, I understand people wanting to make some illegally and not sharing it with Uncle Scam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really against the idea of everyone contributing to
Neither am I.
common use.
Certainly not.
Neither am I.
Things like the Department of Defense,
Right
which we
on.
need. Okay,
Yep, we need a new fence.
and immigration, even some form of welfare, Social Security,
Absolutely,
and
I'm gonna be needing
and
that soon.
infrastructure. Okay,
absolutely infrastructure.
but
Water.
why isn't
infrastructure.
everybody paying the same? If you what is wrong with
That is
with,
such a crock.
it's if you make $100, you pay $10. If you make $1,000,
You pay
pay
$100.
$100. You make $100,000, you pay $10,000.
That's how it should be.
You don't get any special write-offs when you set yourself up as a corporation, and when you make $100,000
I always
or
wondered that.
$100 million.
Even poor people can put in $10.
You know what I
and
just
that
realized?
would help. Even if the poorest of the poor could put in $10.
I just
and that would
realized-
help.
I just realized something. We're not being funny.
We're not we're not funny at all, so we may have to
We're
start
going to have
over.
to shift gears here pretty soon.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is going to be an extra long episode, so we can edit the first 5 minutes
Yeah,
out.
There's
right.
nothing wrong with what we said.
Yeah, edit out the angry parts.
I back everything. I back everything you guys said.
We needed to
and
blow
I
some
back
weed.
what you said, too.
All right, so let's,
Weed? Did you say weed?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I was
right.
reading something earlier, and I did not get deeply into the article, but the headline just said, you know, is marijuana safer than alcohol? Question mark. And now, again, I didn't read it, and, you know, who knows what it said. Personally, I even though I don't imbibe anymore, I believe that it's like a zillion times safer.
I think it's a zillion times safer.
Possibly more.
well,
Is there more than
I
a
can-
zillion?
I guess I
Could be.
I guess I could and maybe should say this from experience, but
Well,
I've driven home
I've certainly had
intoxicated on alcohol and didn't remember how I got home,
done that, been there, done that.
and shouldn't have for sure.
Been there, done that,
without a
too.
question. But I've driven long distances home
From hitting the pipe.
from hitting the pipe and was actually, to be quite honest, and maybe this is just my own view, I felt I was more focused and relaxed and able to pay attention at a higher level to my physical activity.
I'm not arguing with you. I'll tell you. I've been drunk out of my mind, and, you know, bad things happen when you get drunk. I mean, they just do because you lose your intelligence, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't slur my speech when I smoke a little
No,
weed.
me either.
Or a lot of weed.
I don't either. No, I don't. But,
I'll just go to sleep.
you know, I don't barf on my shoes. I don't get in fights. I don't
Right.
I don't do stupid things other than laugh and maybe eat pizza.
A lot of pizza.
Yeah, man, like lots of pizza. And ice cream. Don't leave that out because it's good.
I know. I
Okay,
had to
the
cut
largest number is centillion or centrillion?
I didn't know you were looking that up. That's great.
Centillion is the largest number we
So
got.
it could be that
Centillion?
much. Yeah.
I think it is. I mean, look at it.
Wasn't
I
that
mean,
a band?
I'm
Oh, no, that's
I'm
Marillion.
I'm terrible at
Does that look like
It
centillion?
looks like centillion, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that how many trillions is centillion?
That's more fingers than I've got.
It's like I think it's 100 zeros, or
Man.
1,000 zeros.
So it'd be 1,000.
Imagine writing that
trillion
check.
Yeah.
would be centillion.
It's a centillion.
I mean, you literally you'd burn through a disposable Bic pen
Right.
in the one figure. You know,
What's
You know what? Just for a
it's 10
joke,
by
I'm going to
303.
write somebody a centillion check and just see what they say.
right? See if it bounces.
See,
What's your bank honor
it's,
it?
It's way past my scope here, but it's 10 by 303. So you tell me.
Huh? I don't even know what that means. It sounds
See,
like
that's what
the measurements for a new quilt or something.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I see here a video of Barack Obama as a very young man.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No, that's a scam.
Do you hate him? I think you do, don't you?
Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
You told me that once, Greg.
Yeah, that's a really strong word. I don't think I hate
is.
him. I think he's
sorry, Craig.
just as much of a puppet as any other
He
guy.
is exactly. He is indeed.
He's the first black president puppet.
I think he's tried to do some good things.
I think he has.
and been hitting the knees with the baseball bat.
And
so to
I
speak.
and I know the company I keep right now, and you guys are going to probably think less of me. But the
No,
first
Tony.
time he came in,
I
I
Not at
actually
all.
thought, my God, there's no one to vote for, and this guy is the most honest-speaking guy of the bunch.
Kind of seemed like it.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll just give it to him, and knowing full well.
he's a politician.
Yep.
Yeah. Second time around, nope.
Yeah. I'll tell you who I miss, and you can like throw shit at me right now. I don't care. But for me, for
We're
my
not
money,
monkeys.
right? Throw feces at me. You know, for my money in my lifetime, and I'm years old, the best president for me that has existed in my lifetime, as far as the state of our union, was Bill Clinton.
You know what? And he's on the other side of the fence, and it's like they went so far after him about stuff that didn't even fucking matter.
Right. Exactly.
Well, but you know what
But
he
they
also
always do
did?
that.
You know what pissed the Republic? He took the Republicans' agenda and made it work.
Right.
You know that's what. And it was just
Wait a
pissed-
minute. You stole our ideas,
Yeah, you stole
too?
our ideas, and so he kind of was a Republican in a lot of ways.
In sheep's clothing.
yeah. So yeah, and he got laid. So there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, every sheep
not
needs a
laid.
little-
I mean, that wasn't technically what happened. From what the story is, she inhaled, and that was it.
Right. And exhaled.
Yeah.
On her skirt.
Right.
Well, we just went X-rated.
Cool.
We did, but that's okay. Just for a moment, and then we come back. Okay, back to the G rating now.
Okay, so what do we do now?
Well, I don't know. We could move on to another headline I read. Should we
Okay,
do that?
Let's do that.
I read that Obama was removing Cuba from the terrorist list. How about that?
Well,
Well, we are
the
trying to kind of patch things up. I think that's a good thing.
I mean,
Well, I think his Castro's brother is a little more moderate than maybe Castro.
is Castro no longer in power there?
No, his brother
He's
is.
going to be gone soon.
Yeah. I mean, I knew he was old and decrepit, and
I don't know his brother's name. I'm way out.
I think it's Castro.
Yeah, it's like George Foreman.
Yeah.
They named everybody
George
Fidel
Foreman.
Castro.
Right.
Anyway,
George Foreman.
but no, I think I don't know. I think that they want to get back in the community.
I really never understood it. I don't think they were a real threat.
Yeah, well, they're 90 miles off our coast. So
Yeah, and they lobbed dirt
something going on
clods.
there.
I mean, were they ever really a threat, or was that just all something
Well,
to
it's because
keep
they-
us focused
well,
on something
yeah.
that didn't matter?
I think they buddied up with the Russians at the wrong time.
Who's that?
Cuba.
Oh.
And then also what happened was is they had a really good thing going on down there. They had great casinos. It was like the new Las Vegas. And then Fidel just said, this is just Western bullshit, and kicked
Shut it
kicked
down.
out, shut it down, man. And
Yeah.
but what did that do? I mean, they had a really beautiful country with great casinos, a lot of money. Everybody was working, and all of a sudden, boom, they're in poverty because his moral compass didn't see it that way. So that's one way of looking at it. If you want to watch Godfather Part 2. Explain it for a second.
Did you ever see Ry Cooder's, what was the name of that documentary he made?
Don't know.
Well,
Did you see the Scientology documentary?
Not yet. Want to?
Oh, man. I'm amazed. After that, I don't even see why those guys are still in business, and that is a business.
Yeah. Well, we always knew it was a business. I mean, there's
Yeah,
not a really a religious component to it.
Yeah,
Somebody
they
was telling
scared
me
the IRS into thinking it was.
Somebody was telling me that L. Ron Flubbard really made up this
all you want
like
to do
space religion.
Dude, he's got him wearing the captain's outfits. It looks like the Love Boat. It's stupid. It's just
Or Mr. Howell even.
it's just dumb. It's just dumb.
L.
Anyway,
L. Ron Hubbard.
he's got everybody working for 90 cents an hour. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Well, anyway, just if you can see the documentary, it would. I don't know.
What's the name of it? Do you know?
Scientology is something about a prison to get out of or something. It has something
That
to
makes
do with
sense.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, but John
I just made
Travolta
that
and
up.
Tom Cruise don't want
Well,
out.
yeah. I think they're trying to get themselves after this documentary. I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, the stats are there. That they have the papers. It's hard not to
Yeah.
say these guys are just a bunch of goofs.
I'm feeling a little loony right now.
Aren't you? That cheese hit you, huh?
No, that wine did.
Oh, the wine did it.
You know, I think we should make this part of the show where we actually feature a new wine every episode.
Okay, or we could just say it's new and keep drinking the one we like.
Isn't that what people...
That's
This one is Chardonnay de Fou.
Pussy.
Yeah, right.
Mad Dog 2020.
40-40.
You just said something that reminded me of my wife. She sometimes says radically funny things when she doesn't mean to. And she has these, I think they're almonds, and they're like into this really thin slices, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I made her a sandwich, you know, and she goes, I don't remember exactly how she said it, but she goes, I think some shaved nuts would be good on there.
Get me the razor.
Yeah. Did you say shaved nuts? And then, of course, she got it, and it's been a joke between us ever since.
Well, it's a joke between everybody now.
Yes,
Bless you,
the whole
Bert.
world can laugh at shaved nuts.
What, did you ever go shiny sack for her?
Actually, I haven't yet. But
Well,
at any time she wants to,
Be polite, Kevin.
to be the proprietor of my coif, I welcome this. She can be my Floydette the barber.
Andy? Sure got shiny scrotum.
Who didn't love Floyd?
Is he still alive?
No, he's dead.
they're all dead.
Yeah. The only
Are
person,
they all dead now?
Well, except Opie. Yeah, they're all gone. Every last one of them.
Yeah, Barney, Andy.
Helen Crump, Otis.
Right.
He was my favorite.
That was real TV. Man.
It was, man. I love that stuff.
Andy Griffith said he wanted to make those 30-minute movies.
Right.
Who?
Andy Griffith? Not Pete Townsend. You said who? No, Andy Griffith.
Wanted to make 30-minute movies?
Yeah, each
Out of
episode.
that show.
Right, he wanted it to be a 30-minute movie.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure that that.
Oh, on Mayberry RFD?
Yeah.
Well, no,
No.
not so much that as the Andy Griffith Show. Maybe
Oh.
RFD came years
He
later.
really wanted to make them little shorts.
Yeah, long
Little shorts.
pants that aren't long.
Yeah.
Right. Well, every episode did kind of have a moral to the story
Right.
at the end.
Well, they all
Yeah.
do. Like a very special Webster where he didn't mean to shoot the bird,
But he
Right.
did.
but
Right.
he just aimed at it and actually accidentally hit it. That premise has been. I've seen it like on 100 shows.
There's
Got
an
me out
episode.
of a few charges.
There's even an episode of King of the Hill.
Yeah, but that's a very special Webster. Okay,
Yes,
when you see him kill a bird.
he didn't mean to, Paul.
Didn't mean to. I am just a little guy.
I mean, think about it. Everybody from that show. Start naming characters. Floyd the barber. Emmett the fix-it shop guy.
I liked him.
Who was the CPA? Howard, right?
Howard Sprague.
Sprague, yeah.
Yeah. Thelma Lou.
Thelma Lou.
She was cool.
Yeah, she was cool. Aunt B.
Yeah, B was the best.
Aunt C. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're all gone. They're all dead. The only living
Well,
person is Opie.
Well,
Ron Howard.
They're fairly in,
And he's
up in
completely
their-
bald.
Well,
Well, you know,
Matter of time until I am, I guess.
it happens to some people.
It's a
I suppose.
matter of time.
I mean, look at Clint Eastwood, man. The most gorgeous-looking man in 1970.
Right, and it's like he has like Homer Simpson hair
No,
now.
you just can't get past it.
Now, he has a
Time.
son.
He's got a bunch of kids.
Okay, well, he has a son that apparently is the romantic lead in
Right.
The Longest Run.
Uh-huh.
Looks just like a young Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Good-looking kid. Great movie, by the way.
Uh-huh.
And I went in last week to see this movie with a special person. I was
What was his name?
her name?
Stevie.
I was one.
Davey.
I was one of 4 males in the entire theater.
That must have
I've never
sucked.
even heard of the movie.
The Longest Run.
Hmm.
It's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Pretty good movie.
Have
Yeah.
you ever seen
Alan Alda's in it, actually.
And he's
Oh, he's great. He's the glue.
he's
of the
always
movie.
done.
Mhm.
He's a liberal, you know that.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil?
Certainly have.
I have not.
The girl, the main blonde female in that is Allison Eastwood, Clint's daughter.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. He directed it, and that was with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
right?
that is a fantastic
How
movie.
many kids does he have?
I don't know.
Did
I
you
don't
ever
know
see,
the quantity.
Did you ever see Honky Tonk Man? He had his kid
No.
in that one. His young,
didn't.
and it's like he was about 14 years old in that movie. It's a good movie. It's about he goes around and he's trying to sell his songs and do his songs, and he's dying of something. He's coughing something up. Yeah, dies at the end, and his kid takes his guitar and goes off and becomes a honky tonk man.
With his songs.
I get pretty much.
Well,
It's like
there
the
you
Arlo
go.
Guthrie, I guess. I heard a friend of ours went and saw Arlo Guthrie the other night. Last
Really?
Saturday. Yeah. Said he was great.
I bet.
Yeah. Said he was funny,
I bet
engaging. Songs were good, and they were. He made them. I'm thinking too fast, but anyway, they sounded good.
Does this friend of
But
ours
he did
live in-
not. He did not write City of New Orleans.
That was Steve Goodman.
Yeah. We did not. We couldn't figure his name out the other night, but now we know.
Steve Goodman. Now, was just out of curiosity, does that friend of ours live in Hemet?
No.
Okay, I was just checking. Hemet, that's a town where you go to get your pant legs sewn up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pacoima is where you find your ripped off car.
Where?
In
Pacoima?
Pacoima, yeah. It's usually upside down and burning.
Right.
I know.
There it is.
Pacoima.
I love it. Richie Valens, man. Come on.
Oh, that's right.
Come on.
my Richie.
Topics.
Okay.
What do you
Okay, guess
want?
what I've got coming in the mail? Guess? Mail. You got it
A
right.
tax return.
No. Yeah, right. I wish.
A refund.
I wish. No, I'm really into collecting rock and roll movies, and I just ordered because it's just today was the release date of the first and second movie in this series on Blu-ray. So tomorrow they're going to deliver to my home. Thank you, Amazon. Eddie and the Cruisers, Part 1 and 2.
Now, what do you think of the, first one?
I love both of them, even though there's cheese in both of them.
Oh,
Yeah. But I still dig them because it's rock and roll, and even though so many things are done unrealistically, I love the music. I think that John Cafferty guy.
Yeah, he did a good
He's
job.
Bruce Springsteen's left elbow.
Yeah.
You know?
you had to find somebody.
Yeah, really good stuff, man.
On the dark side.
Yeah, Tender Years, and God,
Forgot about that one.
oh, great stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that, and of course I want my wife to see him rock out and stuff.
Good.
Reckon.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. Now, so what other movies have you gotten through the Amazon that you collect?
Well, not all through Amazon, but of course, Spinal Tap is a huge one for me.
Well,
and,
that's, yeah.
and A Mighty Wind, which is every
Okay.
bit as rock and roll as Spinal Tap.
Okay.
Rock Star, I have that. I have Almost
Rockstar.
Famous. I have the Buddy Holly story.
Right.
I have La Bamba.
Mhm.
I'm forgetting probably 30 other ones that.
I want to get the one that Led Zeppelin with Jason Bonham at the whatever O2 Theater in London. excellent sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen it.
Yeah,
But you're talking about fiction, or you're talking about nonfiction?
Well, I was talking about that, but it's a wide open topic. It's rock and roll movies, concert films are
Those
certainly
are concert films.
yeah. But I in my scope anyway, it was rock and roll movies.
Okay.
What do you got in that arena? Are you not really a DVD guy? Or
Go, Stan, go.
I'm not anymore.
Actually, I watch everything. I watch everything on TV as it comes to me, and I don't collect movies.
He's a streamer.
I'm a streamer.
He was a dreamer. Now he's.
I mean,
Can you put your hand in your head?
I can always in my the provider that I have, I can go get any movie I want at any time. But but the thing is, but collecting the movies, I've never even thought about doing that. It's pretty cool.
I don't know why I did it. It just kind of started, I have a million other DVDs, and I really have stopped buying DVDs for the most part since I now have Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and all that stuff.
Collecting seems to be kind of a thing. What are you going to do?
So now it's just rock stuff. I really don't run out and buy the latest movies anymore.
Well, yeah, obviously. Why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I can't even hear them. We've talked about that before. Everybody has an English accent now, and I can't understand.
Right. Hey, I told you, man. Closed captioning.
I know.
And they
Gotta hit that CC button.
talk like this.
Right. David Caruso.
And all the explosions and music are louder than the dialogue.
Oh,
Steven Seagal.
What the fuck did you just say?
Steven Seagal.
Is there a plot line to this movie?
He's a great star, but he always talked like this. Which one? Steven Seagal. Ooh.
That's his
I'm
big
gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
You won't see it coming.
Okay.
When they whisper, they're acting.
Why are we whispering now?
Because we're acting.
Because currently we're all three Steven Seagal.
Only actors whisper. Jeezies, crazies.
Wow.
In a world where this and
Next
that
time I
happen.
go to Starbucks, they're going to ask me what I want. And I'm going to tell them, I want an iced grande latte. Non-fat.
Jackpot.
And make it
Jackpot.
make it venti, punk.
Get minty, punk. Any of you whores that try to screw up my drink, I'll kill you.
It'll be the last thing you ever do.
Anyway.
Yeah. Loving it.
Where did we go?
We went there, and now we're here. And that's okay.
We're back. Okay. There you go.
This is a long show, this episode.
You know what, man? I'm all for it. Since, we don't have the FCC to deal with.
Right, and we don't have video, so folks, you're going to have a long piece of audio to listen to, and that's okay, because this will get you from wherever you were traveling from 37 minutes ago.
That's right.
Till now.
Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to hear.
We are going to chase you down, though, and follow you to your house if we find out that at some point you turned it off.
Oh, we're going to put one of those
Before
boots
the
on
end.
your tires.
Come
Right.
paint your house.
Your parking boot.
It'll be purple.
I'll come paint your house the wrong color.
It will be purple.
I love wine.
Well, you know what?
really-
They've been drinking wine for a hell of a long time.
Right, yeah. I have.
Seems like to be the drug of choice.
I like it.
In our
It's
planet.
legal where weed is not. Go figure.
Hey,
You know,
listen.
if Jesus was here today, he could turn tobacco into weed.
He could, when he comes back, I hear he's going to drive a Chrysler.
An Oldsmobile.
Mobile. Because he's older.
I was thinking of Jesus Chrysler.
Whose car is this? Oh, it belongs to Olds over there. I got Olds, I got Smalls. Hey,
Yeah.
Smalls. Hey, Olds.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Oldsmobiles if you can find one.
Did we do
Yeah.
enough show prep for the big topics?
No.
Did we have big topics?
No. Well, we did.
It's the big top with no topics.
I think,
Okay.
I think we were compelling enough. Thank you very much.
Yes, I think so. So the big topics. Let's see.
The big top.
Sandpaper, egg farts, and
Yeah.
foreign shoelaces.
Foreign shoelaces.
Yes,
What
they're
do they look like?
problematic in this country,
Well, because they lace them the opposite way.
And they
Exactly
sell
right.
them at a discount, and they fall apart,
Oh,
It's
you
just
bought
no
some?
good. I did. I got railroaded into buying foreign shoelaces, and Next thing I know, they're falling apart in my shoes.
The little plastic thing
Comes
at the
right
end.
off, man. 2 pulls, done.
Yeah. You know, there-
Kind of like,
there's got to be a better way to make those.
Oh
yes.
well,
Make them domestically.
yeah, American
American
Buy
shoelaces.
American
Buy American.
shoelaces.
You know, there is kind of I've heard and I read on the internet, there is kind of a push to start, people are trying to make stuff here.
Gee, what a concept.
Yeah. And I don't think people would mind paying 10 or 15% more
If your country was thriving.
if their country was thriving. And,
Right.
And see, the problem with manufacturing here now, it's all controlled by the unions. That's why the companies move
You
the
are
stuff.
exactly right.
That's why they move it outside the country, because they have no other choice. If I own a company and I can't make 25 cents on a dollar, at least on my overall gross my gross sales,
What's the point?
what's the point?
We're eating our young.
Yeah.
Wasn't that an Alice Cooper album?
But maybe.
Welcome
I
to
just know
my nightmare.
I just know
Love
that if
him.
you outprice yourself, what are you going to do? There's a tipping point. You know what I mean? There's a tipping point. I mean, if you can't.
But here's the problem. This country has the best ingenuity to find ways to make it cheaper, but keep it here. Not cheaper, to make
Less
cheaper.
impactful.
Cheaper describes cheap shit.
Right, planned
And-
obsolescence.
Right. Because that's what we got now.
Right.
Just throw it away.
But yeah, pretty much. Everything's a bit lighter.
Yeah.
I have to say that if you put everybody out of work, nobody's gonna have money to buy
More
Anything.
stuff.
any stuff that comes from
Right.
overseas. So why make it cheaper over there if you can't even afford it over
Right.
here?
You know,
Exactly.
capitalism depends on
there's
money.
There's
you
a
know?
tipping point where you have to have people have to be making just enough money to be able to buy the stuff that so everybody
You make it and you make it good, and then when it fails, you make it serviceable. That opens up a whole new sector of
Exactly.
business.
And and you're exactly right. Where can you get a pedal fixed anymore? You know what I mean?
Tony's house.
I mean, they used to be. Where is that?
Are you working
Mayberry?
Are you working on his blues driver or something?
I'm working on his Fox pedal.
No, I'm gonna have to take it to the guy.
Yeah.
the one guy that does it
Right.
now. Who's that guy that you said?
George Tomasich.
In George, Mayberry. What was that guy's name?
Emmett.
Emmett.
Yeah.
Emmett's
Remember, there
Fix-It
was a
Shop.
Fix-It guy.
Right.
Where's that Fix-It guy anymore?
He was
You just
not in
throw
that
it
many
away
episodes.
now. You
Yeah.
just throw it away.
Right.
Yeah, you threw him and his
Yeah.
life away,
So
and he
make it
became an
serviceable.
alcoholic.
Kind of like shoe
so you
repair.
have a little cottage industry to allow
Right.
people to do that.
Kind of like shoe repair, Stan.
Right.
Who repairs shoes anymore?
Actually, there is a guy I found, and he is really good. Hispanic guy. He's a true. What do they call him?
Footwear craftsman?
No, they call him cobblers.
Cobbler, yeah.
Cobblers, yeah.
And this guy is truly a cobbler, and he does belts, shoes, everything. He
They
does
have
great
fairies.
work, and
They have fairies that work for
he's
them.
not
now.
he's not the cheapest, but he's
You have to-
reasonable.
and you have to give them
Well,
cream.
If he does
When
a
you
good
take
job.
your shoes there, you get another 2-3 years out of the shoes, and they're better than they were when you bought them new.
When I was growing up, well, let me back up. My father, due to a car accident, had one leg shorter than the other one. And every pair of shoes he bought, or boots, or whatever he bought, he had to have the heel built up 2
Right.
inches on the one side.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever he got new shoes or boots or whatever, we went to this place in Westminster, because that's where I grew up, called Joe's Shoe Repair. This guy Joe, you could see your reflection in his extremely shiny bald head.
Chrome dome, huh?
Chrome big time.
Okay.
Didn't even bother combing over.
Okay.
And so my dad always had to take his stuff to him and get the heel built up. And I just remember shoe repair was I thought of that as America. There's got to be. I mean, this guy's got to be
there
making
was
the
a
dough
need,
here.
There was an actual need. It helped your father.
Oh,
it
yeah.
helped the guy who did it. Chrome dome.
Right? Yeah.
And there you go, man. That's win-win. That's the American way, baby.
Right. Exactly. Shine noggin.
Where's our little cottage industries where people can make a little bit of money?
Right. Servicing and now, not every product is going to last forever, but
No.
at least, I mean,
Pet rocks.
you can actually make a substantial post-market income on part sales. You ever been to the dealer lately to buy a part for your car?
Mm.
Okay, I need this handle. It cracked. It's what, $150 for
Well,
a plastic
you know what
piece?
I was told once about that. Like Mercedes, they have a door or anything like that. They charge you because nobody will buy that door for like a couple, 3 years, so they have to store that door.
So you're paying for storage.
Pretty much. That's why it costs $900 for that door.
Because after
That's
a while,
what I was told. And it
after a
made
while, you
sense to
can't
me.
buy them anymore because whatever they made.
Well,
is
they
gone.
sell out, and then they're
Yeah.
then like in the case of Volkswagen, back in the day when everybody was into the Cal style bugs and buying these old Volkswagen.
Oh yeah, we have a place in Whittier called Volkswagen Gold Mine, which
Right.
has all the really cool
and a
Volkswagen
lot of
stuff.
those guys have went out and bought the rights to retool and re-dye, and they have the stuff made down in Mexico, and they
Reebok,
like Fender does, and they go down and QC the parts.
But everybody really wants the real deal. But
They want the real German parts, but once those are done,
Yeah,
they're done.
they're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Well, we've run 15 minutes over, and that's okay because we'll be making some potential edits. But thanks for listening for this episode of Facetube TV. I'm Tony.
I'm Kevin Gregg,
I'm Stanley O'Kane.
and we are sharing the lunacy on Facetube. And we would like to apologize to you if we got a little bit serious in this episode and got steered kind of away from being funny guys.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to be funny.
Well, we were funny this week. I mean, if you just didn't know it, it's your fault. But
maybe.
But I will say this: anything we said that offended anybody,
Too bad.
sorry.
Yeah.
And just
He's
enjoy the
sorry.
show for its comical sense. And, a solid person always listens to both sides anyway. So, anyway, thanks for joining us again on this episode of Facetube TV.